Right.
Considering the media reports, I mean, of course, we all have been following what's been happening
Right.
throughout the world. So about, I think over 130 million people have already lost their jobs due to the current scenario, the pandemic. So what would be your suggestion to people who have actually lost their jobs in this current scenario? I mean, what is the way forward for them? I mean, what do you feel?
See, I mean, you're absolutely right. It's heart wrenching. In mid 90s when I started my career, the job market was in upward swing. The first time I saw the situation went bad was in 2002 when post 9/11, and then 2008. But this time the situation is much worse. Yeah. So what I'm going to tell you here, on this platform is what my experience is, and my experience led me to believe that a person does not lose his or her job all on a sudden. Hear me very carefully. I mean, a person wakes up in the morning and sort of found himself out of job. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way. There are always prior signals. Okay. But unfortunate thing is that most of the cases, the persons tend to ignore those signals. They live in denial that, I am the most, I'm an indispensable person in the organization, that they believe till the last moment. And that's where the problem lies. Look, all my answers, as I mentioned, are going to be in line with my conviction. And my conviction is, for things to change, I have to change. For things to change for me, I have to change, simply because I cannot change others. I cannot change others. I can change only myself. So let me tell you, losing job does not make a person incompetent. What makes a person incompetent is being not prepared, therefore blaming the situation and cursing the luck when the situation arises. And I'm saying this from my first-hand experience. See, when a Vishal Sikka, let me give an example. When a Vishal Sikka or a Cyrus Mistry, a billionaire himself, I keep telling these names because, these are glaring examples. When these two gentlemen, one of them a billionaire himself, can find themselves out of job, or even a genius like Steve Jobs found himself fired from the very company he himself had founded, then what is the percentage of chance, you and me have? Minuscule. So I would like to make 3 points here for the people who are staring at job loss, okay, who have lost their job. First thing is, accept the reality, because losing job is not end of the world. Losing job is not end of the world. Accept the reality and learn from it. The second thing is, find out what is that separates you from your colleagues who are top performers and are retained. So bridge the gaps. Find out what are the difference between you and the colleagues who are the top performers and who are retained and who are not. Find out what is the reason and bridge the gaps. You should be vying to be the last person handed over the pink slip. That was the second point. And third point is, find out what is that one skill you have or you can pick up which you can ethically use. I'm saying ethically use, because it's important that you are in the organization you are working for. It's absolutely transparency over there as well. There are not conflict of interest in that case. So that's why I'm using ethically use for commercial gain, and people would be ready to pay for it. No, it could be your teaching skill, it could be digital marketing, it could be share market trading, training, which I have taken up myself, copywriting, storytelling. There are many opportunities that can be done in parallel to your job. Find that out, learn it, and use it. Yesterday, I had interviewed Kishore Chitle, the ex-CEO of Capgemini India and Middle East. I asked him that what do you think can be done by the people who lost their job? And I asked him that whether is it right for people to take up parallel source of income if while they're on job. He said yes, as long as they are doing that ethically. Mm-hmm. If I cannot pay them for their time, okay, and if they think that they need that extra money, then fine. But it has to be in line with the company's policies and rules. If that is maintained, then I have. And I totally sort of that a person just doing his job, because you never know what is in store tomorrow. Over to you, Chitra.